Yeah, I like the Toyota Tundras. Those are cool, but I think those are like, they're having issues with the 6-cylinder turbo right now. And then I think those are like, they don't hold their value as much as a Tacoma. But the Tundra still is a good vehicle, but I'm not really into it that much. And then Ram TRX just brought back their supercharger for the TRX. But Ram isn't reliable. I mean, yeah. I know different year models of Tacomas have better like reselling, or supposedly they're better like Tacomas in general. Like 2006 is a good year for a Tacoma. And then the 4th gens a lot of people don't like anymore because like they're doing the 4-cylinder turbo. I mean, yeah, different models have different things people like or don't like. But yeah, that's for the Tacomas. Look at that Porsche. It's a Porsche Cayenne. It had gold rims. It's I think a Porsche Cayenne GT. Yeah, it's a nice Porsche Cayenne. But I actually test drove a Porsche Cayenne and a Tundra. I want to test drive a Toyota Tundra again. Just because they're really not that expensive. I think they're like for $40,000 you could get one, maybe $45,000 for 4-wheel drive for a Tundra. But I don't know. I wouldn't really be interested in a Tundra just because they don't hold their value. And then, yeah, I know they don't hold their value, but what's it called? They're just not like worth. I just don't need it. I think that's what it comes to at the end of the day. It would be a different story if I needed it, but because I already have a truck, I'm pretty good. Look at the Lexus. It's a new type of Lexus, but yeah. What's crazy is now oh, look at this Tacoma. Look at this one. This one's like the 2023. See it? 2023 TRD. That was before they did the 4th gen. They changed the body. They switched it up. But yeah, that one's still a nice Tacoma. Yeah, they're saying those are going to go up in value. The 3rd gens, because the 6-cylinder, people like the 6-cylinder instead of the 4-cylinder turbo for the 4th gen. And yeah, supposedly like the new ones that are coming out are like supposed to just be like the MSRP, just the regular pricing. And then the older ones are supposed to like be much as the new ones, just because the like 6-cylinder and whatnot. But you have to have a clean old one. No one wants no old used one, because they just don't want that. Something like that. They're doing like construction right there, and the guy's like pulling some type of rod across the street. I've never seen how to do it, power lines. Huh. Let's see if you guys could hear my exhaust on the truck. Let me see. I'll just give it a little bit, right? That's the exhaust on the truck I put on maybe a couple months ago. But yeah, that one's not bad. I like it. I like the exhaust. I wouldn't do anything different about it. I like how it's not too loud, but it's not quiet. Because the stock exhaust that comes with the 4th gens, because it's a 4-cylinder turbo, it's really quiet. You hear the turbo, but you don't really hear like any other noise but the turbo. I mean, yeah, I like it. I like how they made aftermarket exhaust and make it sound better, and that's good. The one truck I don't like is those Tesla trucks. Those things are so ugly, the Cybertrucks. Or actually any electric vehicle they're making now are kind of ugly, like the Chevy Silverado or like those type of vehicles. The electric Hummer isn't too bad, but $100,000, it's not worth $100,000 for electric Hummer. But yeah, electric vehicles. I know the Tacoma they're doing for the 4th gen. They're doing, you could do 4-cylinder hybrid or 4-cylinder turbo. But the turbo does make good noise, but the horsepower just isn't that much there. Yeah, I don't know. I think I would do like, I don't know about the hybrid. Because then if you do the hybrid, you can't do like certain louder exhaust because there's no turbo. And you gotta pick and choose if you want the power but the noise, or there's things that you could do and you could buy to make the Tacoma move quicker, but supposedly it's not good for the engine because it's not built like that. And then the resale value and putting all that stuff, you don't get your money back for all those upgrades. I think at the end of the day, if you're gonna keep the truck for a long time, you could do all the upgrades you want, but if you're planning to like sell it and then buy a different one, you can't really do that because they just won't give you your money for it. Like all your upgrades, like suspension, exhaust. You could probably sell it private and like get your money, or sell it to someone you know. But like private, a private sale, you probably get more for your money for a private sale. For sure, I'm guessing, yeah. For a private sale, you could probably get more for your money. I just know for selling it to a dealership, they're gonna give you like barely any money for it because they want to make money off of you. That's what usually happens for any type of vehicles. And then with upgrades, that's even worse because they give you less money. Then you lose money out that you spent on the upgrades. The Toyota Tundras aren't bad. Like, look at this one. This one's just like a Toyota Tundra. That one's not bad, to be honest. They're just a little bit bigger. I want to test drive one. I haven't. The last time I test drove one was like a little bit a time ago. I test drove it like back in. It was when I was shopping for vehicles, maybe a couple years ago. But yeah, I want to test drive that one again. The Tundra, just because like I haven't done it in a while. I haven't test drove that one in a while. Yeah, but I'm probably gonna test drive that one again, to be honest, just to see if I like it or what. If I could get one for like a low price, I'd buy it, but I don't know. It's tough. I just know they don't hold their value like a Tacoma. Tacomas hold their value more because like, I don't know. They just hold their value more. The Tacomas, they hold their value more than the Tundras. It's probably because the smaller engine, they hold like better value gas. More people are into them because everybody's about like saving money and gas. I mean, if the Tundra is taking up money, gas, and then it's harder to park because it's bigger. Yeah, I think it just depends at the end of the day what you need the truck for. Because if you're doing construction, you're definitely going to need, if you're pulling trailers and all that, you're going to need a Tundra for sure. But if you're just doing like you're just a construction worker driving to the construction part, you could probably get away with the Tacoma, save money on gas and all that. But the back seats aren't that big in a Tacoma. I mean, I don't know. It just depends if you're like taking a lot of people places, then you're kind of gonna need the Tundra for sure. I know that, but it's not bad. The different vehicles, it's not bad for sure. I do not care for the Toyota 4Runners. I just never did. They kind of have like the same body as a Tacoma, but I just don't care for them. Like how they look. I just don't. But some people do. Like if you don't need a truck bed, yeah, buy that for sure. But I'm not really like, I don't really like the 4Runners. If I had to pick out of a Tundra, Tacoma, or a 4Runner, I'd probably get a Tacoma out of those three. If I had to pick, probably a Tacoma. Just because I would rather have a Tacoma than the other ones. If I only got one to pick, yeah, for sure. I'm picking that one. That's just my, how I think. That's what I want out of the three. That's such an ugly car, a Tesla. Teslas are so ugly. I just can't get over them. And there's so many Teslas. Look at all the Teslas. Like, that can't be good. Like, Elon is probably controlling like the car and whatnot. What you say, what you see. That's clean. A Lexus. Those are clean. Lexuses. Those aren't bad. They're not bad Lexuses. Or that one at least. Like, but I wouldn't buy it. I don't like it that much. But I'd rather see that than a Tesla. Look at this Tacoma. That's clean. Look at it with the big wheels. I'd rather see like, yeah, I'd probably say if you mod them, the Tacomas, you'd be way cleaner than a Tundra could ever be. Just because their build, like, look, I'm gonna go back to the other one I just saw. The build of the truck in general just looks so much better. I'm filming with one hand, that's why I'm driving kind of weird, if you're wondering why. But like the Tacoma, they just hold their value. They're just so much cleaner in general. Even when you fix them up, they look 10 times even better. Like, look, it's right there. Look how clean that Tacoma is. It looks like mine, but like they have like 35-inch tires. And those I'm gonna get one day. I just don't know when. But yeah, that one's clean. That one is clean. Probably same year as mine too. Probably is. Even if it isn't, it's still the same 4th gen, like the body and all that. It's still the same thing. They didn't switch anything up on those from the 2000. They usually don't switch stuff out for every like 7 years. They just, the year changes, but like they don't change anything on the vehicle. It's just a number at that point when they sell it. Yeah, they don't ever switch stuff. They do like a new body look and a new like switch with the engine and stuff like that every, I don't know, if I had to guess, probably like I honestly couldn't even tell you. Every if I had to guess, it's probably every like 7 to 10 years for sure. And the long beds, I hate the long bed Tacomas where there's a long bed. It needs to be short bed. I don't like long beds on any type of truck. If it's like, I don't like any long beds in any type of vehicle. If it's like big truck, like look, that one's a long bed. It just looks weird when it's a long bed. That's a short bed. It's a different truck, but like still. Short bed looks way better than a long bed, just because like the vehicle itself needs a short bed to match the rest of the vehicle. It just goes hand in hand. As long as you're not driving a Tesla at the end of the day, you're chilling. Because like a Tesla, come on, like you have no sense of style if you're just driving what everyone else drives a Tesla. And they're so basic. People do some ugly wraps on Teslas too, like bright pink or weird stuff. It just, at the end of the day, what you drive, you are. You